Hey guys. My name is Otkin and welcome to new video. If you want to support this channel you can, just by clicking like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Now enjoy video. 21. Depressed. Haven't been home in 2 days, while studying for exams. Have the entire library to myself. Make me regret living as much as my parents regret using a cheap condom. Made you look like someone kicked a meatball through a barber's floor. The library was full before you entered. Mainly because you look like the type that everyone avoids at all cost, but partly because you haven't showered in 2 days. Your parents regret it's just 2 days and not a lifetime. Delivering a joke is hard. Your mom did an awesome job. The neons on the ceiling are brighter than your future. This joke is recycled into every single roast. And they ain't that bright. Oh, that wasn't a cheap condom. It was a Sincerity switcheroo. I had to Google this. I'm too lazy. What is it? Before doing a chick, you fish one of your roommate's used condoms from the trash, turn it inside out, and put it on. When the chick gets pregnant, you say, "It ain't mine." I lost my fantasy football league and this is my punishment. You look like your body pillow would press charges. It's not your weight or virginity, but at least you're losing something for once. I'm betting you have about 20 different I suck at shirts in your laundry bin. It was the word "fantasy" that confused you, wasn't it? You probably showed up dressed as a level 1 druid named Fagsaba. Those bastards. They even bought a medium to show your tits off. That's an XXL. Whoop. This is what I imagine people under fursuits look like. Currently running a 102.9 degree fever. Hit me harder than this cold did. Enjoy it while it lasts. This is the only time anyone will ever call you hot. Currently running a 102.9 degree fever. You look like you're currently running a meth lab. A face made for doggy style. Did you just call a fever a cold? This is what happens when you replace science with gender studies. I'm surprised you didn't say, "Hit me like my dad did," when he found out I was a lesbian. Goes to college and majors in gender studies, and painting, can't find a job after graduation and blames the patriarchy, dies alone with 12 cats devouring her corpse for 3 weeks before she is found because her neighbor across the hall smells something rotting. Meet Eddie, an aspiring actor who thinks he looks like Drake. Yesterday, he bet his eyebrows it wouldn't rain today. It poured. I guess dressing as a doctor to sneak into a urologist's office and offer free prostate exams is technically considered acting. He's just there to make sure the patient doesn't get aroused during examination. Started from the bottom, you're still there. Actually, you do look like you're related to Drake, in that you look like one of his distant Neanderthal ancestors. *GUILTY conscience starts PLAYING *. Meet Eddie. Eddie is a delusional aspiring actor who is about to make the most idiotic bet of his life. That's when his conscience doesn't come into play. You'll be safe 4 days if you shave your eyebrows with Renee's razor blade. And if everything goes through like it's supposed to, all of Reddit will know you, and they'll roast you. Think about it before you post first. Look at your face. It looks older than George Burns. Please end me. You look like a regular girl and morphing into Arnold Schwarzenegger. You look like a portrait drawn by someone who doesn't understand perspective. You look like Benedict Cumberbatch in drag. So androgynous. How's it feel to be ugly and to genders? You look like something they would base a whole episode of X-Files on. You look like, if you don't find your glass slipper by midnight you will turn into a crack pipe for eternity. Didn't know you could pull off the look of a bald dude and an anorexic girl at the same time. Wow, who put r/RoastMe on easy mode? Roasting this dude is like Fight Club, but if Fight Club was just a bunch of starving 8-year-olds and you had a baseball bat. You would look so much more attractive if you looked completely different. I'm Usama. Here's your chance to roast a Muslim. I'm a failing comedian, so please provide me with some self-deprecating humor. When you meet the 72 virgins, you'll be the 73rd. I'll have you know I'm very much not a virgin. Wait, do goats count? I don't think you're fast or strong enough to catch a goat. The goat caught him. The goat took one glance at him and said, "Meh." The only people interested in watching you are me 5. You look like you get friend-zoned by your sex slaves. I'm a failed comedian. Trust me, everyone expected you to bomb. So are you a 7-Eleven or 9-11 kinda guy? You look like you could use some deodorant. I'll give you some advice. Stop practicing your jokes in front of your wives. You should start practicing them in front of adults instead. Failing at comedy? I'm sure you will blow up soon. French-Canadian law student in Montreal. Make me cry more than my grades. Signing a legal contract for casting couch does not make you a law student. So you've got A's on your chest, but not on your test. Her decision to become a lawyer was an accident. She misunderstood when they said her job would be getting clients off. Sorry to break it to you, but cum laude means to graduate with honors, not what that entrance counselor told you to do to get into law school. You seem like the girl who would wear a Nirvana shirt and not be able to name one of their songs. Do Canadians still have 2 years mandatory national service as a stripper? Our names are both Jordan. Roast us. I'm sure you're going out only so you can shout your own name during sex and not get weird looks for once. What's really mean is giving a brother and sister the same name. Who's giving them weird looks? The other Walmart shoppers. Yet more welfare being wasted on a pair of Jordans. Flea market versions of Iggy Azalea and Chris Pratt. You didn't have to show us the vapes. We already knew you both suck. The most interesting thing you could find about yourselves is that you have the same name as the other person. Let that sink in. You have got to be the cheapest pair of Jordans I've ever seen. It really isn't uncommon to find 2 dudes named Jordan nowadays. Turning 50. Roast me. The other 50 Shades of Grey. Somehow you like a cross between Elaine and Newman from Seinfeld. I can't get that out of my mind. Mondad, we've talked about getting wasted and putting on grandma's clothes. Which is greater, the number of wrinkles you have, or the number of times you've asked to speak to the manager? You look like a role Helena Bonham Carter rejected. Why should we bother roasting you when the nice folks at the crematorium will be doing it any day now? Your face looks like sunburned skin ready to peel off. If I'm going to roast others, I might as well play fair. YTF, does it look like your face hasn't rendered properly? It looks photoshopped horribly. I believe it is photoshopped horribly. It's what's called a beauty filter. It's a function that some phones have in selfie mode to make ugly people look a bit less repulsive. I see where North Korea gets their confidence from now. Looks like you've put on the basic bitch Snapchat filter. Posting a selfie on here in hopes for attention that you can't obtain in real life is real petty of you, officer. Me and my friend got cheated on by our wives. Make us feel loved. The one on the right looks like great value brand John Cena. I wish I couldn't see him. The fact that you both had a wife and a friend is mind-boggling. Let us know who wins the awkward wrestle for not bottom. They probably cheated on you because they knew you were cheating on them with each other. Judging from the cabinets that don't close all the way and popcorn ceiling, both women cheated with men that made more money. 30 and single, employed, do your worst. I'm just working here until my music takes off. Cool man, I'll have a number 3, no mayo. Your hair says you want to speak to a manager about your gluten-free non-GMO options on the menu, but your face says you solicit young girls to smell your fingers at a Chuck E. Cheese. The only thing strong enough to keep your brows apart is a restraining order. Your eyebrow, the only thing more desperate and single than you. Thanks for watching. Please leave like and subscribe if you laugh at least once. Thanks and goodbye.